Yeah, EJ Cosell. More here from EJ Cosell.
EJ Boxing Live here. EJ Boxing Live here. Boy, listen. Hey, Beats, Natty, Chris. Good, man. It's good to see you guys. I haven't talked to you guys for a minute, man. Boy, I've been covering the fight, covering the whole fight thing the whole week. And boy, like, there's so much things to talk about. I watched the fights yesterday as well. What a performance by Andy Joshua. But what a performance by Dominic Brazil. Who knew, man, he could go 7 rounds? When I interviewed him, he did say, and I did ask him, he'd have to come off the floor to try and win. But he believed he was going to put his weight on him, and he didn't really work out. A lot of people were discrediting Dominic Brazil, but you need to understand, he beat Amir Mansour, man. I think Amir Mansour hits harder than Andy Joshua because he had Dominic Brazil rolling over on the floor. People might disagree with that. And I agree with Chris. Right now, and if Dillian's listening, that's my opinion, that's the way I see it. If Dillian White in the performance he had yesterday, Dominic Brazil beat him. I agree with Chris. Dominic Brazil today, they fought, beat him. Dillian looked terrible, absolutely terrible. He even admitted it, so it's not like I'm making it up. That was the worst he's ever been. You know, the worst. He calls himself the body snatcher, right? Where was the body punches, man? Where was this good left hooks to the body? Maybe his injury. I don't know what it was. It was a performance. Eubank Jr. Perpetuity, his dad called it. Owning the rights to his fight footage.
Yep.
Now, I just talked to Spencer a minute ago, yeah? Basically, the deal is that the contract's been signed with Golovkin, right? It's signed. They've agreed to everything. The only thing is they need a broadcaster, which is Sky. Now, in the pay-per-views, Joshua, I believe, gets every pay-per-view someone buys, and the pay-per-view is like £16, near £17. Let's say £17, right? Every time someone pays a pay-per-view, £17, right? Joshua gets £77 of that. Eubank's negotiation with Sky is every time someone bears a pay-per-view, he wants £5, which is fair. But their thing is that Eubank doesn't bring anything to the table. What has he done to earn the right to get that much money? And his dad is like, well, his dad's done a lot of things, but Junior hasn't done. So that's the problem they have, that in terms of how much money is going to be coming to Eubank. And his dad's done the right thing. Because I don't know if you guys know, and you saw the interview with Radio Rahim, that when fighters sign contracts, they give away their rights, their likeness rights. So when they have a fight, the promoter owns the rights to their fighters. So sometimes you see Tyson, maybe Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis. Every time that fight's on, Don King and probably HBO, they get paid, whoever HBO, they get paid. So what Eubank is doing is, as a promoter, he owns the rights to the footage. Therefore, every time they show footage of Eubank, he gets paid. Therefore, if you see Eubank Jr.'s YouTube channel, all the fights he's had, they're on his channel, and Sky can't tell him anything because they own the rights to the footage, which is marvelous. Didn't know this as well. So that fight, they have negotiations. Frank Spencer said the fight's not going to happen because Sky is not going to give Eubank what he asks for. In fact, that's what he feels. That's what Eubank, they're going to negotiate tomorrow. We're going to find out even more. And with George Groves, on the George Groves, like I said, I saw George Groves sparring Frank Belloni in the week, and he showed tremendous stamina and conditioning. And like I thought, he would get stronger near the fight, and that's what happened. Near the end of the fight, he was actually getting stronger, and the bigger man showed. He says he's a natural 168, and Mario had some giving Groves some problems, but that's what happened in that fight. Ben, I'm not too sure about. I know Ben didn't get hit. Conor Ben didn't get hit in that fight, but I prefer his old style, the aggressive style. Not the style in his last fight, the style when his dad was around. And I agree with Eubank said that his dad should be around, but is what it is. That's the way the things are. Yelkaf, I haven't seen that fight. Oh, the upset of the week. The upset on that is John Wayne Hibbert versus the Italian guy. I interviewed the Italian guy while I was there in the press conference. It was hilarious, yeah. I was saying to him, he goes, your English is good. And he goes, thank you. And I goes to him, so how you see the fight? I try my best. This time, yeah, I'm talking to his interpreter, and then he's talking to me back in English. It was hilarious. So I goes, anyway, how you find England? England's nice. It's very nice. It was freaking funny. The guy looks quirky. I don't know when you saw I'm talking about the Italian guy who beat John Wayne Hibbert. He looks very quirky. Yeah. And he actually, bro, he put a beating on him. He put a beating on John Wayne. Listen, I should have put money in him. I couldn't believe how he beat him up. He actually looked strong. He got a lot of flaws in terms of the way he puts his chin. But man, oh my, My guy's got will, but he showed that talent and real heart and good punching combination and selections. And I was I think that the fight I was impressed with the most on the card. That upset right there just shocked me. I didn't see that one coming.
Let me ask you a question.
Go on.
Felix Cash, he's not as good as they're saying.
No. I don't care what they say. I'm not listening to the I ain't listening to the thing. That Felix Cash, he looks like Brad Pitt, bro. He looks Brad Pitt, but he ain't got no punching power. He's hitting the guy with the hardest punches in the world, and the guy was just there, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but maybe he get better, maybe or not. But I'm not high on Cash. I'm not high on Cash at all. Joshua brings out the stars. I interviewed Jermaine Defoe, formerly from Tottenham. Now he's playing for Sunderland, and you know, he said he's been watching fights with Eubank and men back in the days, and he knows Joshua was going to win the fight. Everyone had Joshua winning the fight. You know, everyone had Joshua winning the fight. A lot of people are going to take credit away from Dominic Brazil, but I'm telling you, Dominic Brazil beats a lot of heavyweights. If I put him up against Price, I reckon he beats Price. See, what people don't understand is that if a man's willing to go through that punishment, all he needs to do is hit a couple. With Joshua was too elusive. But with some of the other guys, he's not going to be elusive, and he'll be able to hit you. As you saw with a Mansour. Like, even you throwing punches and you're hurting someone, you still damaged. That's the first man that no one's ever talked about. He bloodied Joshua's nose. Joshua's nose was bleeding in the ring, and Joshua was breathing hard. He was testing him, his stamina. They say the learning curve. That guy came to win. It's just that he couldn't get off. He was too slow, and that's because Joshua's faster, and Joshua beat him. And that was a voluntary as well. It was a good fight. It was a very good fight. It lasted longer than what I actually anticipated. And to be honest with you, got a lot of people was nervous. There was spots in that fight where people was quiet, man. They were quiet. And Tom Doran, Eubank, he came to fight, man. He was a strong guy, man. You know when I saw him in the way, and I was like, bro, this guy's big, man. This guy's actually big and strong. But Eubank hasn't got one punch power like his dad, but the accumulation, the speed. Golovkin, let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it. How's he fair against Golovkin? Many people might be shocked, but I'm gonna pick Eubank Jr. Why? His speed and elusiveness, getting punches. He's gonna get hit, but bruv, can he take punches? Can he be able to take the punches? Eubank got taught by Mike McCallum when he was an amateur. That's the first guy who's first trainer. And against the body punches. Then his other trainer was Eubank Sr. Bruv, and then he's got his father. Bruv, that's some serious pedigree, man. That's some serious. His first ever trainer was Mike McCallum. Listen, that's where you saw the body punches, man. Yeah, he ain't got them one punch, but he don't need to. He done the same with Mike McCallum. He wears you down, man. He broke up a bit of guy. He broke him down. Tom Doran's a strong guy. You know, he's a strong guy. You can see, and he broke him apart, man. You can see in his face. He just wore the guy down with the speed because he can hit him. You know, and he's a very dangerous guy, man. He's a very dangerous guy. And I think if his dad gives a bit, maybe gives a bit of take, this fight happens. And I'll tell you what. Eubank's going to shock the world. I'm calling it right now. He shocks the world. Talking about Tyson Fury and the drug allegations.
Oh, yeah.
People are giving it the benefit of the doubt about Tyson Fury. They're giving Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt that it's a mistake. Maybe it's wrong. But hold on a minute. That when certain other fighters were caught with drugs, they didn't give them the benefit of the doubt. They threw the money for the bus. This is going around trending nicely. That basically him and Huey are on Nandarum, which increases stamina. Now Huey's already said, Tyson's already said that he don't train, he's always fat and whatever. But bruv, like, give you condition, that gives strength. Now we need to think about they said it was before the Klitschko fight, so maybe use it towards the Derek fight. Maybe the Derek fight they never tested Fury for the Derek Zero fight. That's a you know what I'm saying? There's some serious stuff there, you know. It's actually very serious.
Let me ask you something. That Daily is the Daily Mirror?
Yeah, it's credible.
That's credible. All right, I'm just wondering.
And other publications are circulating the story now.
So when did this arise, man? When did they find out about this?
They knew it before they found out about it, before the Klitschko fight, but they kept it under wraps, right? They kept it under wraps, so it was out there then. But obviously, maybe the promoters and everyone, they kept it under wraps, but obviously they can't keep it under wraps no more. And then this has come out to light. This has not been around for time, you know? They put this out
Well, he don't see steroid user. See, I don't know shit about steroids, fam, because he don't look like no steroid user to me.
Nah, he gives conditioning. The one.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in good condition, you should be in good shape, man. You should be able to train. You should be able to train without losing any energy and shit like that. So he don't look like he trains hard at all in between fights.
Yeah, but he looks like he's in shape, ready to go 12 all the time. He's ready to go. He goes 12 easily, and look like he can go 15. Yeah. That's what that steroid does, Natty. It gives you conditioning to go 12 rounds easy. And that obviously, if you're consistently throwing a lot of punches, which Fury does quite a lot of punches, and condition and a big man, that will wear you down, man. That will wear anyone down. As you've seen with Eubank Jr. He's got battery in it. I don't know what batteries he's taking. Duracell or whatever, the man could go on forever. You know, it'll eventually wear you down. You don't have to be cut out. You don't have to be cut out for it. Ripped.
Yeah, man. I mean, the same thing happened with James Toney, man. James Toney came in the ring fat as shit, and he was on something.
Yeah, I don't know what he said. He said he took something for an injury or something.
Or injury or whatever, but it was a steroid. Yeah, it helped him in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. I looked on Mick Hennessy. If you look on Mick Hennessy on Twitter, he's come out and emphatically denied. I don't understand these allegations have come out and this and that. But listen, you listen. Everything needs to.
All they gotta do is put out the paperwork, man. That's it.
I mean, look, man. This is it, man. I tell you what, the backlash of this is going to be terrible. I mean, we're not going to get the Fury and Joshua fight. That's one thing. But this is nothing. This man's been putting people's lives at danger if it's true. If this is found true. And a lot of people don't want to be found true, but hey, that's what it is, man.
Like they need to put out the A and B sample. If the A and B sample is legit, he need to be stripped of the titles.
Yeah, well, that's what's gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, they're actually gonna strip them of the titles.
Ain't no way around that.
Yeah, but you see
and now the people who are covering up, the testers or whoever was covering this shit up, they need to be held accountable as well. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's talking
this fight happened almost a year ago.
Well, this is another thing as well. The fight has been cancelled because Fury twisted his ankle. But then a couple of days ago, cheering at the England thing, maybe he twisted his ankle there, I don't know. But the thing is, what happened, Frank Warren, this is a known fact, inside sources, that when Frank Warren's, the car doesn't do well, when the car's not doing well in terms of it's in Manchester, let's say in Manchester, and the payment buyers are not doing that well, what Frank Warren, I heard, does, I don't know if this is true, that some of the fighters, they fake injuries to put the fight off so they can put it in another venue where it can sell. So, I'll give you this situation. So, Beefy Smith is fighting Canelo. So, maybe you put Fury and Klitschko on the same night and you promote like, the two of them. So, you have Smith, Canelo, and before that you have Fury, Klitschko. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then you bring the fight to London and it will sell. And that's what I think this is about. It's not selling on the gate.
So you don't think the injury is legit? You think it's Photoshop?
No, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one saying that as well. And you bring the fight. The fight's a stadium fight. You bring it to Wembley Stadium because the fight should be a stadium fight. Why you're undisputed champion? Why are you fighting in dingy Manchester when you should fight in Wembley Stadium, where everyone in the country can get to and everyone will come to, and that will build more pay-per-view buys. So Frank might be thinking that. But yeah, that's what's going on, and it's happened before.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I mean that's a little ironic because he was the same one.
David Hay.
Blasting David Hay for injuries and shit.
And David Hay actually talked to it on IFL London as well. When he was blasting him, how he's this and that, he's a fake and this and that. But you see, no one. This is exactly what you're saying, but there's no backlash on Fury pulling out.
Yeah, David Hay actually had surgery and had to sit for a while on his injury.
Absolutely, see? So how things are. There's double standards here, but Klitschko's probably not the type of guy to flame him up anyway. But it's quite serious stuff, man, we put out there, man. You know, if he's found that that's what Fury's been on, this is you know. And the thing is, everyone give Lucas the benefit of the doubt, innit? They gave Lucas the benefit of the doubt and Povetkin. But if it was anyone else, they would have been throwing them into the bus. I had people making, we can't jump to allegations, we can't jump to conclusions, we have to wait until all the evidence comes out. hold on a minute. When Peterson and some other people, we just threw them underneath the bus, man.
You know what's holding this one up, EJ? Because it didn't come out immediately. Like what's the name?
I'll explain that for you if you like. The UK have got a certain protocol where they can't let the information out unless until certain illegal process goes through. That's why it's delayed like that.
Yeah, because with all these other ones, it came out pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? After the testing. And, you know, we in the internet, we like shit quick. You know what I'm saying? All this 6 month shit. Like, I noticed that too with what's the Kid Gavilan?
Yeah.
His
shit didn't come out till like 6-8 months later.
Yeah, like we see with Kid Gavilan and guys, when he was caught, I see people calling him that the P word, cheating things, this, that. He didn't get no benefit of the doubt.
No.
No, he didn't get no benefit of the doubt. He didn't get no public sympathy from nobody.
No public sympathy.
Yeah.
But I could understand the people in the States who are not familiar with that protocol to be not jumping to conclusions because it took so long. But it is what it is, man. If it's official, it's official. If he failed, he failed. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. There's no way around it. Because when Peterson got caught, it came out quick. When Andre Berto got caught, it came out quick. Povetkin, quick. Every guy, all of these dudes, when they get caught, bam, 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 bam. And if there's any retraction to it, it's in the back of the newspaper. You'll never hear about it.
When I made my videos on Lucas Brown, and then I got one guy, I'll come to see you, will you? He's like this, and just shut your mouth. You know what I mean? If it was a fight not of his ethnicity, we wouldn't have been doing all that.
No.
Yep.
All that. You know? Yeah, that is very true. There is selected anger, depending on who gets busted.
Yeah.
You know? But it's Fury. Well, Huey's been suspect because of that acne on his back.
Well, his face, Huey, he has acne on his face that in fights he's been known to bleed before the fights even starts. That is something on his face.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
See?
Yeah, that's suspect.
So, acne on the back, Jesse Vargas. What's up?
You still on that one? You still on that one now?
He just brought it up. I had to.
I want to leave that one alone, man. Don't leave it alone. Hey, go ahead.
No, man, he just brought it up. I had to drop it, man. I had to drop it.
Hey,
the acne on the back, man. The infamous acne on the back.
You guys think about the very best welterweights, man. I know that fight was a exciting fight, but that fight wasn't. It wasn't. These are supposed to be the two best in the division, and I'll be honest with you, the quality of it wasn't that high, man. The quality wasn't that high, but it was a good fight.
I enjoyed the fight. That was a good fight, in my opinion.
No, man. Listen. The way I looked at that fight, it was scrappy, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, it wasn't. These are supposed to be world-class athletes, man. I don't even Porter didn't even look like he was in tremendous shape either. And hey, listen. Hey, I picked Furman, and Furman did what he was supposed to do. Furman looked the part, man. But I tell you, man, that fight, I just watched it again, and it's like, man, that fight. I talked to Mr. Bashir. He said the same thing. He goes, man, they ain't supposed to be the best in the division. Man, I don't know. He wasn't impressed.
I watched that fight again this morning too, man, and it was mostly Porter's tactics that made it a little bit, but it is what it is, man. You know what Porter brings to the table coming in.
Yeah.
You know what he does.
It depends on how you start
turn on the TV and get surprised that he's fighting like a linebacker. No, you know.
Yeah.
This is how he goes about his business.
The fight's better than I actually thought it would. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, he got some rounds in there, man. I give him maybe 3 or 4.
Now, I had it a draw.
Yeah,
that's what I saw.
See?
Yeah.
I give him 3 or 4.
And I think he won it easy, man. I'd Furman win that fight easy, clear.
Yeah,
I didn't have it easy.
I don't think I mean, I'm glad the right man won the fight. Put it that way. But I had it a little bit wider than the judges did.
No doubt. I thought those scores. I thought it could have been if Keith Thurman won at least a split decision. Cause you know I thought it was a draw, man. The man Porter, he did his thing, man. He had Keith Thurman under more pressure than Thurman had Porter under pressure, in my opinion. It's just dude landed he got more power than Porter, so he landed some cleaner shots that wobble Porter, you know what I mean? But we never seen Keith Thurman in distress like that, man. And he took the punishment. He weathered through the storm well, you know, and I give him props for that, you know what I mean? But he looked a little vulnerable for the most part because of that pressure.
I mean, it was a strength thing. The guy was stronger than him. You know what I'm saying? But there's a few times he was trying to bum rush him to the ropes, man, and he didn't let it happen. He turned the tides on him. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of let that pressure work against Porter at times in the fight, and that's what probably edged rounds for me, man.
Yeah, especially the championship rounds.
Yeah, especially those rounds. The cleaner punches kind of wins it over for me. You know what I'm saying? To me, if you're controlling the fight through mostly strength and grappling, you don't get points in a boxing match from me. It helps you control your opponent so you can actually land some scoring shots to the body or wherever you want to land them. Yes, but that aspect in itself doesn't give you any extra credit for me. You know what I'm saying? When you throw your man around, you have to do something effective after that. You know what I'm saying? You have to land some shots. You gotta dig him to the body, go over the top of the right hand, hurt him, land an uppercut. You know what I'm saying? And consistently too. You know what I mean? And you can't just be throwing the guy against the ropes and taking punishment coming off the ropes and expect to win the round. You know what I mean? Yes, he had.
So when he had him on the ropes, he had success, man.
Not all the time, though. Not all the time.
Not every time, but when he did get him on the ropes, I felt he did his best.
The best moment on the ropes was round 2. Every time after that was give and go. You know what I'm saying? To the point he stopped keeping them on the ropes for so long because there was firepower coming back. When he starts getting rocked off the ropes, when was that? What round was that? He got rocked off the ropes in the final 30 seconds of the round.
Round 10. It was a round 10.
Nah, it was an earlier round, like 5 or something.
Round 4.
Round 4. He got rocked off them ropes. He tried to hold him against the ropes, and he got his ass rocked.
Yeah, he did.
I think it was a counter uppercut followed by a left hook.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, those things were landing all night long. Just the cleaner work, man, as far as boxing is concerned, was being done by Thurman, man. Now, if this was, I'm not trying to criticize the man because I know how Porter fights. I know how he fights. Yeah. But if this was MMA, he would get all kinds of credit for the extra shit he was doing. Because you get credit for grappling, takedowns, and all that extra shit in MMA. But in a boxing match, I don't know, man.
He's got a very good chin, actually. Now he can take punches. He took some punches that some people.
Yeah.
We were saying that earlier. Jesus.
The other welterweights would have gone down off of them shots.
I think he's actually decorrect. I think he's actually gone backwards. I don't know what his dad doing with him or whatever, but I think he's gone backwards. I mean, he just looked like he just looked like he's gone backwards. He's probably better than what he is. I don't know if there was a lot of pressure on him. And even when they lost, it was like, oh, man. It's like, okay, we're just going to accept it. I mean, his dad talks a lot and that. And I don't know if his dad's getting too much involved. But, man, they need to concentrate more on the training. I mean, they're doing celebrity stuff, man. You didn't see celebrity with Nez. You're doing celebrity against Charmaine the God. And you got to, bro, this is serious, man.
Sorry, guys. Let me just drop the punch stats, right? Punch stats. Punches landed by Thurman, 235. Porter, 236. Punches thrown, 539. Thurman, 662. Porter. So Thurman had the higher percentage, but Porter landed more and threw more.
I mean,
Thurman had a higher percentage and landed more, yeah?
Well, yeah, Porter landed more and threw more, yeah.
Porter?
Yeah, but dude had the more power shots.
The cleaner effective work, yeah?
I mean, what does the power shot say?
The cleaner effective work, yeah, the power
He
shot.
had more power shots, Thurman did.
Power shots, man. The cleaner, he was clean
But-
as what.
He ain't show no jabs for the most part for the night. It was strictly hooks and counters, you know what I'm saying? Straight right hands.
Headbutts to the chin, man. He was headbutting Thurman. Hammer not gonna complain. A lot of headbutts, man. A lot of headbutts in there.
I mean, I think both cuts were caused by punches, from what I saw. Both cuts were caused by punches.
He was him as well, though. It was,
Yeah.
Hey, it happens in the fight, but the stats. If I watched that fight alone, I saw the cleaner work, but the cleaner.
Yeah, man.
And I was gonna see all
punch stats, I don't know. Most of us on here don't really mess with them punch stats anyway, because the procedure is very flawed. If we don't like the way that amateur boxing used to be judged a few years ago, we can't really give credence to a lot of these punch stats sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about that, I just took an amateur course in the morning today. To get my amateur thing to judge fights for the box cup. And what they say is that when you're judging, before you used to take points when there was infringement mornings. So they've got rid of all that. So basically, let's say in a fight there's a knockdown. If there's a knockdown, you still score it 10-9. Because what they do is the judge, the referee at the end, he takes them points off. So you just basically score on the action. So if you feel like someone's getting completely outclassed, you might make it a 10-8. But on the knockdown, you don't score it. So in that criteria, in my opinion, like the cleaner work, right, and the power of it was all Thurman. It was clean.
Yeah.
There was a rope, but there was some points here where, and this is where the box stats were, was where Porter was doing when Thurman was a friend, i.e. when he had him on the ropes, and Thurman was just tucking up, and Porter was just beating him. That's the rounds I give to Porter, because that's the one where he had Thurman trapped in, and it was Thurman. But when Thurman got to the center of the ring, and it was backing up, he landed a wicked uppercut, right, and a right hand over the top, and I see Porter kind of stumble a bit. I was like, Brad, this guy's got a freaking chin. He's like a Neanderthal. The man keeps coming, bro. But I looked at he was better condition when he fought Devon, and when he fought Paulie, man. He was in better condition then. I don't know what's...
And another thing about, I mean, even if you give credence to those punch stats, right? How were they distributed over the course of the fight? How you know what I mean? How were they distributed over the course of the fight? We're dealing with 10-point must system here. So based on the rounds, though, you know what I'm saying? Who won the majority of the rounds? And to me, that was Keith Thurman.
Yeah. But look, no one was complaining. Porter's not even complaining. They accepted.
It's just been very subjective. It's been very subjective. It's a very
yeah.
I had Porter up by a point, or it could have been a draw. You know.
And you know, Sean looked a little disappointed by the result, but the father not so much. And normally you would expect it to be Kenny Porter. You know what I'm saying? Going nuts. And you know, Sean Porter went to the hospital the night of.
Really?
Yeah, he went to the hospital. Kenny Porter said it was dehydration, but I'm not sure.
They said it was dehydration on the other channel, though. He was dehydrated.
Well, how you see something I'm trying to say to you in terms of his dad in his corner? You know, his dad's in his corner, and there's certain things about having veins of burn. I mean, what are you concentrating on? Too much advice and not putting enough. You need to get your fight hydrated before the fight, man. And this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I seen something about his daddy. I was watching after the fight. I went and watched his fights last night because like that little caveman had me hyped. So I watched this fight with Devin, and he had to tell his daddy to give him some water in one of them rounds.
No word.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, because he's so concentrating in the fight that he feels like he's fighting. Man. That's what I'm saying to you, man. That's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. You forget the wife.
I mean, and that was a brutal fight. You need to be hydrated.
And this is what I'm trying to say to you. You think Thurman's got no time for celebrity sparring? I mean, Sean should be doing that, man. Sparring there.
But Sean did what was necessary to actually try to win the fight. You know, He's gonna leave himself open. That's just what he does. But he tried his best, his ultimate best, more than a lot of fighters do, to cut off the ring. You know what I'm saying? And he went to the body often. So, I mean, that was his thing, and he tried to keep it on the inside as much as possible.
My point is not that. My point wasn't that. My point was that you have a massive fight, one of the biggest fights of your career since Sean Porter, since Kell Brook took your belt. My point is, you shouldn't be doing no celebrity sparring, bro. Like, Thurman was all business, man. He seemed that he was 100% engaged in what he had to do, focused on what he had to do. He wasn't doing no celebrity sparring. In fact, no one even heard of what Keith Thurman was doing. He was so under wraps. He was focused on his shit, focused on what he was supposed to do. On the other hand, Sean Porter, and it's not even him, because if Porter's a fighter, and I'm sure if he had the right proper professional people around him, he would have been doing that. But his dad is out there making him, he's starting out a celebrity, trying to make himself a celebrity.
His dad be talking for him.
Yeah, no, talking for him was fine.
You guys are overreaching on the dad thing, man. He lost the fight, and that's that. You can't just blame the dad. He lost the fight.
That's how I feel, because it was close, regardless.
I'm not blaming the dad on the fight. I'm blaming the dad on talking about the preparation. Is what I'm talking about. His preparation before.
Take the dad part out of it. He's the trainer. He's the trainer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What kind of trainers let you do celebrity sparring? What trainers do make you do celebrity sparring before a fight, man? That's what I'm saying. Now, it's a serious fight you need to be doing, focused on what you did. And maybe that might have cost him, or maybe it didn't. And being dehydrated, it shows you that there's a lack of the focus of what the dad's there for. You're there to protect your guy as a fighter. That's what I'm saying.
It was just a tough fight. That's all. That's what happens. It's one of the hardest fights of our generation. So, dad or not dad, it was just a hard fight. And if Keith was better on the night, he was better. That is that. It's that.
Yeah,
he was the better guy.
Them guys put on a show though, man. They both wanted it. They showed they both wanted it. I'll tell you that. I could tell they both wanted to win really bad. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman did not want to give up his title that night, and what's his name? Sean Porter was trying to wrestle it away from him. So.
I'll tell you what, like taking some of them shots, he won't do him no good long term. There's no way.
Nope.
Yeah, that's right. What's next for the two of them?
Well, Sean needs a long rest, man, because he can't afford like a rematch would be good, but if he keeps taking shots like that, he's gonna see the problem is he's got a good chin and he's just absorbing them. But long term, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I want to see. I want to see the rematch. I think I want to see that rematch. Be more focused.
And I forgot this. I think Thurman is suspended for 60 days.
Why?
For what?
For the cut.
Oh.
So he's gonna get whatever stitches or plastic surgery on that shit, and then he has to sit for like 60 days after that.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the greatest fights of our generation, from what I said.
Really? Greatest fight of our generation? How long? Really? Okay.
Both men took chances, man. Like, Thurman could have got knocked out. He's saying Porter couldn't punch. He was taking chances in there, man. He was taking shots, man.
Well, I think it was like a good fight because we was told that two black guys can't put on the fight like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
And they went toe-to-toe from round one, man, throwing hellacious bombs.
Man, this fight was on CBS, man.
Yeah.
In prime time on a Saturday night.
Well, yeah, man. Hey,
that is like TV you could get with with antennas. You know what I'm saying? Some people plug the antenna into your TV, you could turn it to channel whatever it is in your region.
Some people say in the chat, Sean needs to retire, and they're saying he needs to go back to football. That's what people are saying.
Nah, man.
That's what they're saying.
I mean, he's gonna give a lot of people trouble in there.
Yeah.
Could Danny Garcia have withstood that onslaught?
Well, we don't know.
I don't know, man.
Don't know. It's just a question.
Good fight. That'll be a good fight. Hopefully that question will be answered. And that's what I was talking about. What's next? The Furman. If Furman can't get but the Kell Brook's gonna be fighting fighting Thingy for whatever. Maybe that's the fight they could be looking for. Thurman versus Garcia. I'd like to see that fight. I'd like to see that fight.
We like that too.
Okay, with Porter again though.
I like Porter and Danny Garcia. I ain't mad at that either.
Hey, Porter and Danny Garcia is more like it though. I like that one better.
Yeah.
Well, they were talking shit back and forth. There's some build up to that.
I like that one better.
I think Danny.
I like it better.
But you know, there's gonna be some backlash that Porter's getting another opportunity at a belt immediately.
Hey, he should have got a rematch with Kell Brook immediately. So
I think Danny would knock Sean out. I think Danny would knock him out.
You think Danny will knock out Sean Porter?
I do.
Wow.
I think Porter's taken a lot of punishment and like I think Danny's a little more robust than Keith. I don't think Sean could just bully him up like that.
Mm.
You know? I don't think he could bully, but it's all yet to be seen. I think Keith Thurman would wash Keith Errol Spence would wash Thurman. I believe that.
Me too.
Yep. Yes. Come to the dark side, beast.
Right now.
Well, hey, Errol Spence is man chief for Kell Brook. So Kell Brook, whether he likes
Well, not yet. He has to get past Bundu, but you know, technicality.
Well, he will get past Bundu. Bundu's tough though. He will get past Bundu.
Yeah.
He'll get past. I like Bundu.
Just let's hope the IBF doesn't throw another mandatory at him, another eliminator.
Hey, Natty, I'm thinking if them guys keep taking fights and Porter and Thurman keep fighting each other, I think that's going to take a wear and tear, and they be easy pickers for Spence.
Oh, man. I mean, I think Spence could take him right now, but it's going to make it worse if they keep on fighting like that.
Yeah. They could fight in a year. Don't need to be an immediate rematch. You know, maybe if Porter does something within the next year or so, you know what I mean?
If this was like a highway robbery, I would say immediate rematch. But
yeah,
I could say build it back up for round 2, for part 2.
I don't want to see them fight immediately because that's too much. They done try to kill each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're saying that, but
especially Sean Porter, he thinks something was taken from him.
Boxing though, like they take 6 months between fights anyway, so both of them have been out for quite a time. So for them to have 2 fights in close proximity, I don't think it's too bad because they could have the next fight in maybe 6-7 months, then take a mandatory and take a break after that, you know. But they need to get the momentum going. Like these days, there's just no momentum. They need to get some momentum going. Put 2 good fights together, couple more of the welterweights in the welterweight division do the same, and then we'll get some good fucking old school boxing back. You know what I mean?
But the second fight would be better if it's a unification match.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It would definitely be better. So if Porter could go out there and get a belt from somewhere else, that would be ideal.
Maybe Sean is just destined to be a good challenger.
It would be hard for him to get another world title, man.
Yes, it would.
Hard now. He just looked like he's taking steps back. You know, he had his momentum with Devin. That was a while ago now. He lost to Kell Brook 2 years ago.
See, he's always going to struggle if he fights guys who hit precisely and accurately. So it's always going to be a struggle for him to get a clean decision against them guys.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all something. Him being dropped against Adrian Broner with that counter left hook, the way he was that a result of him making 144, or is Adrian Broner really a good puncher?
Both, I think. I think both.
Because that was the 12th round, and he still was carrying power that late.
I think dude was feeling a little confident, Porter, and he walked into it. It was Porter's very first punch of the round, so he walked right into that hook.
Yeah, the bell just went ding, ding, ding. Fight.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think Broner hits a lot harder than people think. Because
Yeah.
I watched a Madonna fight. Madonna told Robert Garcia his head was hurting in the corner.
Yeah, man. AB hits hard, man.
Look,
You saw what he did to that Taylor guy in that was it 11th or 12th round. That uppercut was beautiful.
That was 12th round too.
Yeah, against Taylor, Emmanuel Taylor.
if
It was a counter uppercut.
Yeah.
He could have modeled everything on Floyd and applied himself like a beast, he'd be one of the best fighters in the game right now. I think that forces Bolton at the stable where he can go back there now.
Yeah, man. He got to correct some of that outside the ring activity, man.
Mm-hmm.
If he really applied himself and was framed down, beat down like he was capable of doing, some people would be injuring a lot more fighters than what he's been doing. There's no way he should have looked for with the ability he has. I think if he maximizes his ability, he'd beat Keith Thurman.
But keep it real with you, though. I watched that fight again recently. I ain't going to jump on what Errol said that he...
EJ Boxing Live, but go ahead.
Excuse me. EJ said. I ain't going to jump on what EJ said about it. But, what's his name? Adrian Broner did have some decent moments in that fight, man. There was spots in there. He was lighting Sean Porter up coming in.
Oh, is it now? Is it now? Oh, all right.
There was a couple spots in there. I watched it recently because I was getting ready for this fight. I'm like, there's a couple spots in there like,
That's not a good debate. That's not a good debate.
That's it.
Clearly.
But he still lost. He still lost.
Anyway, we could debate. We've debated about it until it's not. He won the fight. I already know already, so that's it.
What happened to Justin? What happened to Fortuna? Javier Fortuna. What happened in that fight?
Oh yeah. Like Michael sent me that one. I actually fought 84. I haven't watched it though. I wasn't really interested. I think that's Scorsese's guy, man. I've got the link for it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watched it, man.
Hey, you have to send me that link.
Pressure on Fortuna, and Fortuna just is a reckless, wild guy. I was never high on him, man. He was getting caught with flush punches, and sooner than later, it was bound to happen. He got dropped in that particular round too, in that round where he got stopped.
Fortuna got stopped?
Yep, stopped by Jason
Sosa.
Sosa.
He got stopped in the corner, man. Brutal left, right to the head. Put him. It was like 3 punches in a row that caught him.
Now, EJ,
You've got it, man. You've got it, Beats. You've got it. Yeah, like, whoa.
That make that Nicholas Walters win look real good right about now.
That's that same dude that they used to rob Nicholas of his victory and gave him a draw.
Yeah. I was happy he got it, cause.
But you know, like B-Mar just said, man, Fortuna has been an accident waiting to happen for so long, man. He's so freaking reckless.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have to fight like that.
Scorsese's favorite fighter, bro. Where's he at? Hey, that's so funny. I don't know. Scorsese, the thing is, yeah, he switches stances. Man, I can't believe he got knocked out. Damn.
Yeah, he's too easy to hit, man. He's too easy to hit.
Yeah.
Uchiyama. Scorsese wanted to see that Uchiyama fight, man. With that Jazz Real is a dangerous. Maybe that fight should happen, man.
Yep. They need to feed one of them title holders to Nick, man.
Yeah, Nick is like second or he's like the mandatory right now.
Yeah, so if he could get one of those titles, they could go back to the table with Lomachenko and see if they offer him something decent, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'll be a unification at that point.
Man, I'm not. And I got the fight in front of me. I'm not interested. I
can't
you
know HBO cheap with it though. HBO don't want to give up that dough.
Bye. I need to start working with PBC. But that Sosa and Javier fight, that's Al Heyman and Bob Arum working together again.
Yeah, they said he sent him to China, man.
Yeah.